This news at 4. We begin in Kogi State, where the Independent National Electoral Commission says it will continue to ensure free, fair and credible election in the country. The resident electoral commissioner in Kogi, Hale Longpet, said Bimodal voter accreditation system and other materials needed for tomorrow's election are being dispatched to different wards. He said about 1,833,160 voters are expected to cast their ballots in Kogi State off-cycle election. Mr. Longpet emphasized that INEC is not a political party, hence the voting choice is solely with voters. He advised Adhoc staff to demonstrate high level of professionalism and neutrality.
INEC does not have a candidate. We're not a political party. This is a commission tasked with the responsibility of managing elections in the country. We've done all within our remit as election managers in our preparations, in our planning, in the recruitment and training of electoral personnel, and their deployment, in the materials we've received and deployed to the various local governments. We have always been mindful of the fact that we are to ensure that we provide a level playing ground for every party, big or small. We've monitored the various campaigns and soliciting of votes.
From there to Ekiti, where the State Ministry of Health and Humanitarian Services, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, is set to host the 64th National Council on Health in the state. The Ekiti State Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Dr. Filani Oyebanji, stated this at a press conference to commemorate the program. According to him, the program will run from 13th through 17th of November 2023 in the state capital, with more than 800 participants across the nation and the world. The program, titled Building the Resilient and Inclusive Healthcare System for a Healthy Nigeria, is aimed at addressing critical issues, reviewing progress and decisions that influence the direction of healthcare in the country.
The NCH is the highest national policy-making and advisory body on health matters in the country. The Council serves as a platform for collaboration and decision-making among stakeholders in the health sector, bringing together key players from the federal and the state level. Over the course of these 5 days, we expect over 800 participants to come into the country, into Ekiti State, to exchange ideas, share expertise, and chart a course for a healthier.
Away from that, population data is critical to meeting humanitarian needs. This is the position of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, which wants a strong collaboration with the National Population Commission. Moyo Thomas has more.
Population census has numerous advantages. It particularly helps in proper national planning. It is the reason the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation is seeking a fast track on the conduct of the population census. Dr. Betta Edu believes this will help the administration of President Bola Tinubu deliver on his renewed hope agenda.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is completely committed to changing the story and the narrative in Nigeria, and he's passionate about doing this, and he needs to see results almost immediately. Last week we had a retreat for 3 days with the signing of a bond to say you would deliver or it's good night.
The minister also believes the data would also come in very handy to her ministry for intervention purposes. The Director General confirmed the extent of work done before the census exercise was put on hold.
It's going to be a digital census right from foundation. So in the preparation, we're able to demarcate the entire country. We have digital maps. Anywhere you want to go to.
The chairman assures that the upcoming census, which is Nigeria's first digital census, will give accurate number of statistics on economic and demographic data. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Eradication, Betta Edu, is calling on humanitarian response agencies operating in Nigeria, including the United Nations, European Union, and other development partners, to urgently deploy their services to Benue State, north-central Nigeria, to combat the debilitating humanitarian situation there. The minister made the call when she visited the Ichiwa internally displaced persons camp, situated within the North Bank axis of Makurdi. Mrs. Edu said it would be impossible for the burden of the 14,000 IDPs in Ichiwa and millions of others in several camps located across the 3 senatorial districts of the state to be shouldered alone by both state and the federal government. She described the situation in Benue State as unacceptable, but assured the IDPs of President Bola Tinubu's unwavering determination to find lasting solution to their plight. Staying in Benue, where the state government has concluded plans to disburse state allowances for corps members serving in the state, Governor Hassan Thalia disclosed this at Wanone, Taraka local government while addressing the 2023 Batch C Stream 1 corps members deployed to the state. Maiwa Kwato has more.
One of the challenges confronting corps members at their various places of primary assignment is attaining optimal productivity. This has been traced to inadequate allowance and costs for their personal security during their service year. This has been addressed by the Benue State government. The state governor stresses that its recent pronouncement on the prompt payment of corps members' monthly allowances is not just a mere administrative ornament as portrayed by some naysayers. He is represented by the Commissioner of Youth and Sports Development and also the Chairman NYSC State Governing Board at this event.
Apart from the fact that your security is highly guaranteed across the state, I must inform you that Benue people are very hospitable and highly accommodating to visitors, especially corps members.
The state coordinator of the NYSC advises the young Nigerians to sustain the high level of discipline and the enthusiasm that have been demonstrated so far.
Through lessons on the cardinal programs, leadership coaching, parliamentary drills, and other physical training.
He further admonishes the corps members to participate in the SAED program as white-collar jobs are not readily available. Mayowa Okwanto, TVC News, Wanone.
In Sokoto State, participants at a skill development workshop on promoting renewable energy sources are calling on government at all levels to support efforts towards developing alternative sources of energy to help reduce carbon pollution. At the workshop, members of 4 communities in Kwari local government area were trained on alternative sources of energy by adopting a process known as charcoal briquettes that discourages indiscriminate cutting down of trees.
There is a huge opportunity and advantage in terms of that. If you consider since the previous government to this present government, there is no any standard innovation support given to the state or to any individual in terms of industrialization activities or anything related to commercialization of innovation in this country.
My call to the participants is they should dedicate themselves and let them be very humble and know how this program is going to take place. It will help them to know more about renewable energy source, not only charcoal, waiting for any other fuel. It's another system of a renewable energy. Let them be attentive and understand it and use it and let it be beneficial to Kwari local government and the people of Kwari.
Away from that, TVC News has denied broadcasting any story suggesting that a candidate withdrew from the Imo governorship race scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, 11th of November. The management has since issued a disclaimer on all its social media handles, explaining that the news is fake, fabricated by some mischief makers. The channel has further confirmed from INEC that no candidate has withdrawn from the race, as the time to do so has elapsed, which further proves the news is fake. It advises the public, especially prospective voters in Imo State, to disregard the fake viral video. Well, that is TVC News at 4. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, do visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv. Also, we urge you to follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Our handle is at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we are live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. Next is Sports Desk after this break. Please